When we think about a poor posture or back pain or spinal pain for that matter, we think about neck pain, we think about lower back pain, but the mid back pain is something that gets overlooked very commonly. However, it is interesting to know that most of us do have a little bit of a rounding or a poor posture at the mid back, and most of us do get mid back pain. Now, the mid back or the thoracic spine is an area of the body that is quite stable, and not many problems are seen in this area because it's got the spine. You've got your thoracic spine at the back. In the front, you have your chest bone or the sternum, and then you have all the ribs here. So it's quite a stable area compared to the neck, which is just your cervical spine, and then you have all the muscles and the food pipe, windpipe, etc. out there. So basically the soft tissues, etc. And your lower back also, there is the lumbar spine, and then you have all your soft tissue organs, etc. So if you look at the bony arrangement, the mid back is quite stable, and that's probably one of the reasons that it gets overlooked. The pain gets overlooked quite often, and we focus more on neck and lower back pain. However, mid back pain is seen, and it is an increasing problem in the population nowadays because most of us have started using devices that such as computers or smartphones, or most of our activities, even when you're driving, reading a book, are more in front of us. So it's a very flexor dominant position that we have. Basically, we are always bent forwards. So mid back problems can and do happen, and because of which you get pain in your mid back. And in this video, we are going to let's talk about 5 tips to help you with your mid back pain. I'm going to talk about 3 that you can do when you have acute pain or when you have the mid back pain, and 2 more long-term solutions. So something you can do in the long run when your pain subsides a little bit so that you prevent the recurrence of mid back pain. Now, before we get into the topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and joint pains. I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, hacks, tips, tricks, and some natural low tox or non-toxic remedies that have worked for me in my spinal and joint pain journey. So, well, let's get back into the topic for today, which is 5 easy tips to manage your mid back, that is your thoracic pain. So, the very first thing is that when you have mid back pain and your body allows, try and do some stretches. Now, these could be simple stretches like a child pose or a cat and camel, depending on what your body allows you and what your doctor has asked you to not do, right? So, depending on what the problem is that is causing your mid back pain, if it's just simply postural, that is poor posture, sitting at a desk for long hours without a break, then yes, these stretches can be very, very helpful. Having said that, if you are sitting at a desk for long hours, try and take a break ever so often. If you are one of those who are really busy and you cannot get up, try and do some desk-based exercises. I will not cover the desk-based exercises in this video because it'll get too long. However, if you're interested, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can have a look there. A couple of things that I'm going to talk about in today's video. If you want the details on those as well, you can go to my YouTube channel. I've done detailed videos on these. If you can't find my channel, you can just go to YouTube and search by my name, Swati Prakash, posture or desk-based exercises, and you'll be able to find those videos. All right, so getting back, we're talking about gentle stretches. So now these stretches, how much do you stretch? Stretches should be pain-free. So when you say pain-free, it does not mean stretch-free. It means pain-free. So when, suppose I am stretching my mid-back, and I stretch to an extent where I feel the stretch, perfectly fine. But if you start to feel the pain in your mid back after that stretchy feeling has passed, it is a time to step back. And if this is, say, the borderline between stretch and pain, you don't want to cross this borderline. You want to be in the stretchy zone. You don't want to be in the zone of pain because you are trying to get pain relief, and well, there's no use introducing pain into the body, right? So stretch is okay, pain is not, is the bottom line if you can't remember any of that, right? So you do some gentle stretches. Secondly, you can use some over-the-counter gels or patches. Now, I know this is common sense, and you'd say, hey, why are you covering this in the video? But I have something more to add to this. Remember, these are very short-term pain relief options. Usually, I would not use them personally, but if, say, I have a travel coming up, I have a seminar or a webinar coming up where I have to sit down for a few hours, as in I cannot help it, but I have to be on my, say, I have to go on a drive, which is quite long, and I know my back pain or my neck pain is going to flare up, or my mid back pain is going to flare up, I will use these pain gels or pain relief gels or patches because they are a good band-aid solution. They work for the time that they are on your body and for a certain amount of time, depending on what you're using, about half to 1 to 2 hours, some of them 4 hours. The moment you take it off, the pain gradually comes back. How it works is the usually most of these have a tingling or a heating effect. When the sensation of heat travels up to your brain, it blocks out the sensation of pain, and that is how these pain gels or patches work. So number three for you is your hot packs and cold packs. They can be quite confusing when to use a hot pack and when to use a cold pack. So briefly, again, I've done videos on this, so you can have a look at that. But very briefly, hot packs are more for when your muscles feel really tight, when you feel that mid back is really stiff and you feel like, oh my God, if I can just, like go to a chiro, just crack my back or just pop my back. You feel that stiffness when you wake up. It takes you a while to get out and about from your bed. That is the time a hot pack will be quite helpful, especially if you're one of those who get into a hot shower and they feel better, or for that matter, a sauna or a hot steamy area, like say in your shower, you feel better. That means that a hot pack would work better for you. A cold pack works better when you have inflammation. In simple English, what that means is a cold pack will work better when you feel the achy or tiredness in your muscles, for example, at the end of a long day. So a cold pack would work better then. All right, so for your short-term solutions, we talked about pain gel patches, some gentle stretches within the tolerance of pain, and we spoke about hot and cold pack. Now let's come to the more long-term solutions. Now, when it comes to your long-term solutions, you need to see what are the triggers for your mid-back pain. What is it that you do because of which you get your mid-back pain? For example, I knew somebody who had mid-back pain, but it used to go away when he was on vacations because he's not sitting at his desktop. He's sorry, at his desk. He's not working on his laptop. And that's why he's not bending forwards. He's not in that poor posture, and his mid back pain used to ease off at that time. So if that is you, try and find out what is the trigger. So obviously avoid those triggers, right? So that's the very basic thing. If you avoid the triggers, obviously you're going to avoid the pain as well. Now, the second thing is your posture. I know this is, this is something that everybody talks about, but it's quite relevant when it comes to your mid back pain or any kind of spinal, that is back and neck pain. So in order to, I'll give you a practical tip here. In order to maintain a good posture in your mid back, that's your thoracic spine, take a tennis ball, pop it in between your shoulder blades. No specific level of the shoulder blade, but just pop it in between your shoulder blades. And then if you have a chair like this, which has got a high top here, so you put the tennis ball in between you and the chair, and then keep this position, right? So once you are in this good posture, um, the moment you slouch or you round your mid back, your ball, the tennis ball, is going to drop down. This gives your brain a cue saying, hey, I'm in a bad posture or a poor posture. I need to correct myself. So try this tip. And basically, what I'm trying to say is you need to sit up in a good posture. Now, if you're looking for more solutions to your mid-back pain, you're looking for more solutions to how to manage your posture or how to achieve and maintain a good posture, I have covered this in a free trainings in my community, which is a free community. Once you join the community, you have lifelong access to these trainings. So I have done a training on posture. I've done a training on mid back pain. And I will leave a link to my community in the description of this video. You can join the community from there. And there are a couple more trainings there that might be useful for you. So go have a look and see if it's something that works for you. Alrighty, if you have any questions, any comments for me in this video, please do drop them below and I will address them for you. I hope you